Culture shock is real and useful. March 19th. Culture shock is a good thing. It's the growing pains of a broadening perspective. You get to realize that we are not the norm. Rick Steves, While We Travel. When I moved to South Korea to teach English in my mid-20s, it was the first time I'd ever truly been away from the United States. As thrilled as I was to be learning new skills and meeting new people, I found that my early weeks in Korea were offset by a persistent sense of self-consciousness and anxiety. Though I wasn't fully aware of it at the time, I was in fact experiencing culture shock, a common psychological response to the loss of familiar systems of relationships and social interactions when you leave your home culture for a new one. Culture shock was first defined in the 1950s by Canadian anthropologist Kalervo Oberg, who noted that the unspoken rules that govern how people interact with one another within a given society can be the source of frustration to newly arrived outsiders. Once you realize that your trouble is due to your own lack of understanding, rather than the hostility of an alien environment, Oberg noted, you can gain a more objective understanding of your own culture-driven instincts and adapt accordingly. For travelers, culture shock is invariably a positive development, a sign that you have broken out of the cocoon of your own societal comfort zone, and begun to grow beyond preconceived notions of how things should be. In doing so, you don't just come to terms with the subtleties and intricacies of your host culture, you begin to see your own culture and its basic assumptions in a new way, and to grow into a more fully formed citizen of the world. Culture shock is a good thing. It's the growing pains of a broadening perspective. You get to realize that we are not the norm. Rick Steves, While We Travel, 2020.